Hello, good morning. This is That Game Place, and guess what? We're doing a Nintendo Direct live stream. Why? Because we like to talk about Nintendo. Who needs the chat over there on the Nintendo Direct? What we want is more screen real estate here. Hey, let's watch it in theater mode. Hey guys, welcome Marvin the Movie Monster and Kevin Apollo to That
Hello,
Game
Jonas.
Place. You guys doing well this morning?
Oh, as well as can be expected. This looks like it's going to be our final look at a fully Nintendo Switch-centric Direct before next month we get the Switch 2 Direct.
Yep.
Kevin, you going to get the Switch 2 when it comes out?
Kevin, I'm not sure that you can hear us. Oh, dear, Kevin.
Oh.
Kevin? I'm going to take Kevin out until he figures out what's going on. I think Kevin's audio settings are not quite what they should be. But I want to say good morning, first of all, to Tom F. Thank you very much, Tom. One of our resilient and dutiful mods here. Tom's a good guy, and he works on neat stuff. Sometimes he shows me the things that he's working on. It's pretty cool. It looks like Tooneytown TV is in the chat, as well as Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Yippers, skippers, good morning at That Gameplay CC, and all you wonderful gamers. Hey, Tom F. Let's see if we can get Culture in here. It is super early out where Culture is.
Well, I know. When I was on the live stream of Culture yesterday, he didn't think he was going to be able to make it to this today.
Yeah. He is. He has streamed a lot. Lately on That Game Place. For those of you who say we don't do games, well, we are doing games. Poor Culture has been doing Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, it's painful.
Yeah. Watching him play last night, just dropping into it, it's kind of funny. The people that are up for being murdered and the people who are not up for being murdered. And sometimes it's a little difficult to tell the difference in that game.
I did a game stream as well last night. I do a Wednesday night game stream over on Tooneytown TV, and last night we did a whole lot of Arkham City.
I love that game. I think it is the best of the Arkham series for sure.
Exceptional. It's exceptional.
And the story is fantastic. It was probably because the story is exceptional. All right, let's see if we can bring him in here with the steel chair. Kevin Apollo. There he is.
Sorry about that, guys. I just couldn't hear anything.
Well, I'm glad that seems to be resolved.
Sorry, you were listening to me mutter to myself while doing work emails.
Yeah, I'm gonna check here. Yeah, the audio is up and this thing is playing. It's ticking down the time before the random Japanese people show up and do a little patter that we don't really care about, and then they show us the games. Do you guys have any thoughts on what is going to be in this Nintendo Direct today?
I mean, I don't think it's going to be anything major like that we don't know about, because it's going to be just about the Switch 1. I have a feeling they're going to want to save like the big game reveals for Switch 2 for next month. So that's probably when we'll find out what the next Smash Brothers is, what the next Zelda is, what the next Mario is. For this one, I think Metroid is going to be the big thing that we're going to see a lot of in this one. I think we're going to get like a full thing on Metroid with a release date, but who knows?
Yeah. I think the odds that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is another, I guess you would call it a multi-platform, multi-generational game, like the way that Twilight Princess was for the Wii and for the GameCube. By the way, it was better on the GameCube because Link is left-handed, and I will not stand for the erasure of another left-handed person here. We already have a lower lifespan, probably due to prolonged ink absorption.
Oh no!
But,
wait,
Kevin,
do we have a shortened lifespan?
Yes. That's statistically speaking. I don't know why left-handed people die earlier.
Huh. So what happens if you're lefty and ginger? Does Zenzaya just show up at your door like the Terminator and replace you?
Yes. Yes, she does.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a little something from Mario because it was just his birthday, what, a week or two ago?
That is what is that his birthday, or is that like Star Wars, the May the 4th be with you? That was like a cringy meme on the internet, and then they were like, no, it's a national holiday now. And
Yeah,
so they
wait. Do people say that March 10th is Mario's birthday because it's Mario?
Yeah, because it's MAR 10 looks kind of like.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I was the thing for me is I was going to pick up Princess Peach Showtime, which is one of the few Nintendo Switch games I do not own for a discount on that day, because I am not paying full price for that game. I understand it could be good, but it is also a Princess Peach game. So
it looks cute.
It does. And the outfit changing mechanic, I suppose that reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy X-2 from back in the day, which I like more than Final Fantasy X-1.
Wait, what?
What?
Did you say you like X-2 better than X-1?
I do. There's a lot more RPG in X-2 than there is in X-1.
Oh, I almost had a brain.
I like it when they play like games.
First you hate Mass Effect.
Like a game.
First you hate Mass Effect, then you hate Short Circuit. Now you think X-2 is better than X-1. I don't even know anymore.
He likes Short Circuit too.
I enjoy X-2 better than I enjoy X-1 because X-1
liking Short Circuit 2 over Short Circuit is acceptable. Liking Eddie and the Cruisers 2 over Eddie and the Cruisers 1 is acceptable, but this is not acceptable.
There's a lot more to do in X-2 than there is in X-1. I don't like my RPGs being on rails, and in 10 is pretty much the definition of an on rails RPG. You are going from point A to point B, from B to C, C to D, and if you want to do any grinding, you have to feel like you're going through completely empty areas. There's no overworld for you to just have a good time in. It's just, oh well, here's scene A, and you can go replay the scene 100 times without the dialogue if you want to grind and up your levels there. It's that whole thing about games being cinematic more than being games, which drives me nuts.
Which is X-2 had an open world, I think it would have been one of the greatest Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, if X-1 had an open world, I think it would have been one of the greatest Final Fantasy games of all time.
I would tend to agree with you.
I really like the world that they established there. I thought it was excellent.
Yeah, and I usually don't get into all the daddy drama stuff, but Titus or Titus, I prefer Titus, but apparently
I call him
Titus. Yeah. Him and what is the name of his dad in that game?
Jecht,
yeah. However they choose the names in Final Fantasy is awesome.
The one thing that I can't stand in Final Fantasy X is the fact that because they were still hell-bent on you being able to name your main character whatever you want, no one says Titus's name for the entire game.
Which is weird. Which is very weird. Final Fantasy VI, which is the pinnacle of the RPG platform. I'm just going to say that flatly so that everyone understands. And then Chrono Trigger is its own thing. He's the greatest RPG of all time, but it's kind of off on its own. Final Fantasy VI makes you Terra, Terra, but if she's supposed to be silent, it's just kind of in the story that she's silent, and then she grows a personality as the game goes on. Link doesn't have a personality, and that's by design. I get it. He's an avatar of the player, but I really don't like that with characters where they're kind of pretending like they have a personality, but they don't really have a personality.
Link has a personality. Do you not remember? Excuse me, princess.
That Link has a personality. Oh my goodness,
that was so weird
show
for the first time.
Yeah, I like to go back and revisit that one. My kids really like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show and Legend of Zelda, and the fact that it's all pastiches of things that were popular in the 80s. Like, I like to think that they never had a script and they just came up with each episode as they showed up to set.
Have you shown them Captain N and the Game Master?
The Game Master? I have not shown. I think I've shown them one episode of Captain N, which that show blew my mind. I also did not understand why he had like 10 buttons on top of the controller that was on his belt buckle. Like I felt like that was cheating. Like you can't just have him like enter a cheat code or something on the actual control deck. You have to have like extra buttons on his controller. That doesn't make sense.
In the Super Mario Super Show, because it was Captain Lou Albano, they would constantly have WWE guys or WWF guys at the time stopping in, and I always loved it. Like when Roddy Piper was there in that. I was like, give me a full half-hour show of like the bumpers, the Captain Lou as like live action Mario, like that. I loved that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And the swing your arm. We're supposed to be talking about Nintendo of today, specifically here, but I don't care at this point. My favorite episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show is the one where Captain Lou Albano goes missing. Like not Mario, played by Captain Lou Albano, but Captain Lou Albano goes missing, and Cyndi Lauper shows up to run the global search for Captain Lou Albano. And they find a note that says he's gone for good. And he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I didn't say I was gone for good. I said I was gone for good fried chicken."
My favorite episode
with his rubber bands on his beard and a bucket of KFC or something like that.
My favorite episode of the Super Mario Super Show is the one where they make all of those puns that have to do with Italian food.
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
Every episode. Like linguine Mario.
That would be, or the fact that for some reason they turned Mario into basically Garfield, but an Italian plumber.
Yeah.
They heard he was Italian and they just made all of his character traits eating Italian food and like bizarre, like linguine ice cream.
The one episode that I watched more than any of them because I had it on VHS for some reason was Koopzilla. When they do the Godzilla spoot with Koopa.
Didn't that come like a Burger King kids meal thing?
That must have been how I had it because I can't imagine why I had it.
1 second. Hey, by the way, Culture Casino, I did set up the redirect. We will be redirecting to the Culture Casino 6-minute daily when this live stream is done. This is a Nintendo Direct, so I'm fully expecting it's about 10 minutes long, and we will theorize and we'll have lots of thoughts on whatever it is they put on this screen. And it'll be like 12 JRPGs and one thing that we're interested in, and then and then we'll move on. Which is fine. JRPGs have their place, but they should have just packed it in after they went 3D, honestly.
Well, the one JRPG that's hitting soon that I'm very excited for is the remaster of Lunar Silver Star Story and Lunar Eternal Blue. That comes out next month. One of my favorite games of all time is Lunar Silver Star Story.
That's awesome. That just sounds amazing. I have not heard of this game. I feel really bad about that.
It's like an old 2D like sprite like JRPG, but they insert anime scenes in there also, and they put like anime avatars next to like the dialogue so that you could see the emotion in the characters when they talk.
I prefer sprites freaking out on screen personally. The same 4 expressions being used for everything over and over again, even if it's the end of the world. Oh, here we go. This could be something clean or not. Y'all tell me how the audio is. I got a little slider here.
Sounds good.
And good morning, Butter Biscuit. Oh my.
All right, what we got?
Okay. Dragon Warrior. I thought this came out already. This is probably the 2 or 3 HD remake.
Yeah. Is this Dragon Age?
Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
I know it hasn't been Dragon Warrior forever.
Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah, that looks really good. I'll probably pick this one up. Yeah. Okay. That Akira Toriyama artwork, I absolutely love it.
Exquisite. I played the one that was there was a Dragon Quest that was out. It was like a 3D one, and it was out for like PlayStation 2 or something like that. I played that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like love. Male and female this time, hopefully. Yeah, I'm hoping they didn't do the weirdo type A, type B on this game.
Yeah.
See, this is why I got confused, because there were HD updates that they put on Switch.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Okay, Shinya
and I'll be
Takahashi.
your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
There are no subtitles, by the way.
Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
All right, that was kind of what I expected.
Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
They're trying to set expectations
So
super early. There will be
well.
no Nintendo Switch 2 news.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
I also don't like that it's Enix.
Another character appeared at the
Yeah,
end.
I thought it was Enix.
What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
No hope. That's what I have when I get on X2.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Oxygen 0.
Who's she talking to?
I'm pretty.
No sleep for Konami.
Wait, Dante. Oh.
Entry in the Eye, the
No
Somnium
sleep.
Files
Okay.
series.
Well,
is
that's
stirring.
fine.
You are Konami Date.
Konami Date.
With a
Konami Date.
What a great name.
Embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape.
Oh no. This is the weebiest game I could ever think of.
Yeah, no, like somewhere Spencer is like, oh, really?
Subjects' dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
Also announcing the Hatsune Miku DLC.
In an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer.
Yeah,
to
it's
the
a puzzle. Okay, it's a puzzle game. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
this game in and of itself. It's just
What's hidden in
not anything
reality
that I'm going to
and
play.
Dreams to rescue Iris. No sleep for Konami Date from I, the Somnium
No
Files.
sleep
Launches
for
on Nintendo Switch
Konami
July
Date.
25th.
July 25th, guys.
Unleash
Mark your
the
calendars.
supernatural.
Okay. So we're on
We're gonna unleash the
Japanese
supernatural.
game number 2. Detective. And
Devil Summoner.
The funny
That's
thing
a
about
job
Japanese games, that could be a good guy or a bad guy
Classic
in
Atlas
Japanese
action
culture.
RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
Raidu
Set in the
remastered.
capital city in the year Taisho 20.
It's a little cheesy, but I love how the Japanese composers are really sticking in there with like jazz fusion.
He also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
Okay.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point. Then
Work with your
follow up
demons.
with
That's
a
what my
powerful
psychiatrist said to me last week.
Mission is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pass on this one as well.
Yeah, this is a hard pass for me.
Going heavy on the Victorian English iconography here.
Remastered. The mystery of the soulless
It's from
army
Atlas.
is on
Atlas
You know,
is a good developer.
2/19.
You know Japanese creative, so like
Begin later
anything
today
but
on
Japanese
Nintendo
culture.
eShop. Consume darkness.
Oh, I'm trying to cut that out of my diet, actually.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
Okay, Bandai Namco.
Created by
That's
a
good.
yellow orb known as Puck.
Oh, gosh,
But
the
who
orb.
is this
Why would you name the
spherical
orb
stranger?
Puck?
More
There's a
than
shape right
mysterious,
there.
Maze-like world. Your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world.
Wait, are you Puck or are you the guy?
You're the guy. Puck follows you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom F. Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, Puck turns into Pac-Man.
There he goes.
Wait, is this a Pac-Man origin story?
This is the prequel we never knew we needed.
By Bandai Namco does own Pac-Man.
You and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
Pac-Man Evolutions.
Oh my god, Pac-Man Beginnings.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources.
And somehow he'll
That
end
little
up being
mega
gay.
To enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal.
The sequel, we bring in Miss
and devour
Pac-Man.
enemies to survive this cruel world.
What in
And
the
she's-
world?
It's a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man
It's
land.
the dark, gritty
Shadow
reboot we never.
Labyrinth
Oh my gosh, it is
the
a
dark
gritty
reboot of
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Shadow Labyrinth. Oh my gosh.
About to make the joke, and they did
That's
it.
amazing.
Patapon,
here we are. Oh, it's gonna be on Nintendo Switch.
as one bundle.
There you go.
Oh, that's neat.
Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pawn advances them forward,
Okay.
while Pawn Pawn Pata Pawn has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power.
Okay. I think this game is actually pretty fun. I've heard from quite a few people it's good. Probably better for mobile, like a Switch, than it would be for a PlayStation, since PlayStation has apparently forgotten how to do mobile.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can.
I think I
advance
might
to the
actually
beat
get
of
this
your own
dark,
drum.
gritty Pac-Man game.
I'm fascinated at the idea
Yeah.
of a dark and gritty reboot of Pac-Man.
When Patapon 1+2 Replay launches
Shadow
on Nintendo
Labyrinth.
Switch, July 11th.
And it's called Shadow Labyrinth. That's like,
Welcome to Zephyr
oh, this is
Town,
fun.
a cozy place nestled.
Oh, it's
in
going to be a
windswept
farming sim, isn't
valley.
it?
Looks like it.
This is where your
Never
new
mind.
life begins.
I think that is actually the town from Animal Crossing City Folk. Story of Seasons. This is
Okay.
the one that split off
First
from Harvest
cropping
Moon,
up on
right?
the Nintendo DS system. This immersive farming and life sim
There
has
you
no
go.
shortage of activities to
All
get
right, well,
up
my
to.
wife is interested, but I'm not.
You must be the new
Farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
I really was attracted
Then sell your produce and other wares at
That was
the
a
town's
Hercules
weekly
reference.
bazaar.
Sorry, I forgot this is not the
As bazaar
Disney
sales
audience.
grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also
Mina,
get to
yep,
know the
another one of
locals
those names.
I'd like to
It's
spend
because
my
it's from
time
Bram
with you.
Stoker's Dracula.
and maybe
That's why
nurture a
the Japanese
relationship
love it.
if you find that special someone.
Hey, look, it's a dude and a girl getting married. We're
Plus,
back, baby.
taking advantage of Zephyr
The world
Town's
is healing.
unique conditions
Yeah.
can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
It's totally not about traversal, but they put in
Winds
a
of
glider
change are
mechanic.
coming,
Okay.
And your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches
Story
on the
of
Nintendo
Seasons
Switch system
Grand
August
Bazaar.
27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
All right.
Next, please take a look at this.
Nolan for $2. Today's the day they are announcing Switch 3
Yeah, of course it is. And if not, this is the worst Nintendo Direct ever.
2048.
What is Nintendo thinking?
There we go.
Here we go.
Going full screen on this one.
Main event.
Still looks like a Metroid Prime game. It kind of looks how I remember a Metroid Prime game would look. That's good.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to,
Of course.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Looks like
That's
a predator.
thrilling. If it looked any more like a
She's
predator, it would
not
be working in a
alone,
Disney
though.
gift shop.
Abhorrent
Oh.
alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
I mean, they've already got me at this point. They've checked the box. It is a Metroid Prime game.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers.
Of course she
That
is.
she will
Psychic
lose before the beginning of
abilities.
the next game.
Yeah.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
Useful.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the
Oh,
power
I hate that.
of her mind.
Yeah.
Power of her mind.
Were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Okay, that's
Because
kind
we
of
needed it for gameplay.
She can set the time on a clock.
She knows how to set the VCR to record. automatically.
We welcome you. Is this a Pac-Man remake?
Those things kind of look like
What
the
will be her
things
fate
from Zelda
after being
Tears of the
summoned
Kingdom.
to Vuros?
Oh,
The threads
And
Could you
there is a
imagine if
Metroid
this?
there.
beyond space
Could you imagine
and
if this
time
was like a
are beginning to
crossover?
weave a new tale.
it'd be amazing.
Metroid actually takes place like 10,000 years in the past during Zelda. Oh, no release date.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Nintendo Switch 2 for that one.
Oh, what is this? New suit?
Yep. Yeah, looks like a new suit as opposed to a different Samus, which they've done like 4 times
Looks
over.
like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
Yeah, that's a pre-order right there for me.
Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief?
Back to the JRPGs.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As
Oh,
the newest
great.
potionista of the
A
cursed
Disney.
Cafe, you'll craft
Is
concoctions
this going to be like Pokemon Cafe
and
Mix,
get to know
but with
them in a
Disney
new
characters?
Mix
gosh.
ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With
Of
help
course.
from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The
Okay.
potions you
So
make
far,
can
this looks like an
influence each
inventory
customer's
menu
storylines,
posing as a game.
leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Is it free? Because that's about the only threshold that I
Disney
would.
Villains Cursed Cafe.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Starbucks simulator.
Okay. 3D isometric. I'm
Welcome
interested.
to Witchbrook College,
Oh.
where students strive to master the magical arts.
Chucklefish.
During class, use magic
great
circles to
name.
perform rituals,
Okay.
fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs. to
This
help
looks
pay
right
for
at
tuition,
home on the Game Boy Advance.
or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this
Hey,
whimsical
Morgan
world
King.
on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
Hmm.
Enrollment begins when
Looks like
Witchbrook
every mobile
flies onto
game
Nintendo
that I
Switch
accidentally
this
download because
holiday.
I think I'm getting that one in the ads. Not today, did he?
Adventure and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this
Didn't realize that
hand-drawn
THQ Nordic
platforming
still
adventure,
existed.
You'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your
Graphic
trusted
style's
game
great.
with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world.
Human Scrooge
Can
McDuck.
you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
His name is Goldman.
His name is Goldman.
Celebrate the 40th
That actually
anniversary
looks
of
good.
Gradius
Of course-
with a
of
collection
course it
arcade
is.
shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander,
No lie, I think I bought a
Light
Gradius
Force.
collection already this
Gradius
year.
2.
So what is this?
Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years.
All right.
Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Salamander 3. This time it's Clinton.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane
Okay.
to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat.
Did you guys
Keep the
play
cadence
the
going with epic boss
Legend of
battles,
Zelda version of Crypt of the Necro Dancer?
remix stages, and
No, I
did
global
not.
leaderboards.
It was not bad.
Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And
So the game about depression gets a
in
music
the
pack.
future.
That's great.
Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
So it's a lot of stained
Let's
karaoke.
see what's in store?
Oh, what is this? Is going to be cutesy, isn't it?
Yep. I'm supposed to know the name of whatever property this
Welcome to
is.
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
Plaza,
Ah, there you go.
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi
Yep.
Connection series.
Wait, Tamagotchis are a game
There are
now?
Stores
I mean, they
galore.
kind of were at the
Design
start.
glasses at the eyewear shop.
I guess so. I don't know. I always thought like Tamagotchi is a living
Pearly
thing that
whites, solo,
died
or
often.
with a friend
I say
at the
so. It's
dentist.
Tamagotchi
And
without the
arrange
soul-crushing
plates
depression
at
of
the
having murdered your
afternoon tea
creature.
shop.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were a Digimon family
12
in our
wonderful
house. So.
stores.
it drowned in its own feces.
Provide good customer service to
endless
get
stacks
high
of
ratings
poo.
and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi.
Fun fact, I
making
got
the
my first
town
Tamagotchi
livelier
as a
than
gift
before.
after I beat up my middle
With
school
over
bully.
100 new and
Right.
classic Tamagotchi.
It's like he was the
Business
loot
is
that
sure
dropped.
To be booming.
Yeah.
Get ready to set up shop when
That's
Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Jay's got it. I raised Chow in Sonic Adventure 2 battle. That's right. We are not the
Yeah.
same. Oh, good. Pokemon. What is this? Arceus?
If it's not in the... what is it? ZA Legends?
Pokemon
Welcome
Legends
to
ZA?
Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series.
A new random title
You'll
generated
begin your
by our
adventure
computer.
by choosing
The
one of
same
3
exact
partner
game with a
Pokemon.
different color scheme.
The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
I'm sure that's not
We'll get a
evil.
glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Gentrification.
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas
Remember,
are
pick
special
Chikorita or
environments
you're a
where wild
misogynist.
Pokemon can live comfortably even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get
So
to
is this
safety.
going for the Pokemon Go?
There are
idea?
Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
Yes.
Some of
You
them
can send your
even be
avatar
found
into the hood instead of
on
actually going into the
rooftops.
hood and getting mugged because you weren't paying attention trying to catch
Yeah.
them.
People and Pokemon live
The
easygoing
French hood.
lives
Where are all
in
the
Lumio
Romani panhandling?
Look, the
But
greatest thing that ever happened with Pokemon
when
Go is
night
how much it
falls,
pissed off Disney.
the city for a
People
transform.
people walking around
Tiny
Walt Disney World,
trainers were
looking at their
invited to
phones, hunting
participate in the
Pokemon, going
tournament.
into backstage areas.
Oh,
The
wow.
ZA Royale.
They were so mad.
Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted,
Butterbiscuit
they'll
92.
challenge you
I love the
out.
real life fake wizards video on how boring Pokemon has become. We should see if he's
Strike first
available.
before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
I'm sure it is.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
My problem with Pokemon has been the same since I was little. I like leveling up to be the ultimate, and I don't like leveling up things that I'm not going to use midway through the game.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Okay.
Day and night are two sides to Lumio City.
Okay.
It seems there are
Okay.
even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends CA launches on Nintendo Switch.
So this
later
one,
this year.
Metroid Prime 4 had a 2025, and this one has a late 2025.
The aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Okay.
Next,
See,
please
here's
take a
the
look
thing,
at
like a
this.
day and a night cycle, that would not be interesting, but with Nintendo, that might actually mean something.
Hello
I don't
there.
know.
Boop.
Is this a
The game you're
WarioWare
about
game?
to see. Boop. Doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see?
What is happening?
Just
You.
press the button to jump through the ring.
Yeah, it's a pretty accurate representation. That's what my soul looks like.
It sounds easy,
It sounds easy.
but the timing is super tricky.
Boop.
Maybe you could
Boop.
try it in time.
Okay.
Oh god, there's more of them.
Is this going to be one of those Japanese games that looks really weird and dumb, but turns out to be incredibly fun?
These things look like you find one of them and they're like adorable, but then like 8,000 of them show up and they eat you alive.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Oh, Japan.
I'm kind of into this.
Yeah.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Oh, Rhythm Heaven. There you go.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Okay. Tom F. Is this a Zoloft
Rhythm
pad?
Heaven Groove, brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Only nighttime
It
Pokemon
includes
come out at
lots of
night.
music
There you
produced
go.
By renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're
Probably a
looking
lot
forward to
of things that go boop.
it. Next,
Bring back
we have
Electroplankton,
news
you
about the
cowards.
use of digital games on your system.
Digital games,
Please
all
take a
right.
look.
With game
Could be something
cards,
big.
you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system
Okay.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely
Okay.
inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Right.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
That would be nice.
Well, here's what we came up with.
What are you doing?
Introducing the virtual game card.
What?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Okay, so
What?
this is for people with multiple systems.
Yeah.
When purchasing
Well, yeah,
the
but,
digital
like-
version of a game,
Okay, so
Like
my-
I have
my-
Tears of the
upload your
Kingdom
system as a virtual
digitally,
game card.
and I had to buy a separate one for
Allowing
my
you to
wife to
play
play
that
it on
title.
her Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so your family account will finally pay off.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Oh, this is a relief. As a family with like 3 or 4 Switches, this is a relief.
So this is like a like the memory card on a PlayStation when you put
If you have
your
two
memory card in your
Nintendo Switch
friend's
systems,
PlayStation.
you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Okay.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
Does your save carry over too?
With
or-
virtual
Yes,
game cards,
that's always
you
been
can
the case.
freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Up to 2. Okay, never mind.
Local
boy.
communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
Do I have the option to revoke it?
Interesting.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system.
Without the card or
You
with
can
the
only
card?
lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you, making digital games even easier to use.
This will make it so my
Virtual
cousins
game
talk
card.
to me again.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
Okay, that's good
This
too.
feature
good.
is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Okay, end of next month.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
That's actually pretty huge because their current system is horrible. Squanch Games, High on Life. Okay. Dear Villagers Star Overdrive. The Wandering Village. Oh, okay. Interesting. King of Meat. Lose Lagoon. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time.
Oh boy.
What a title.
Uncover history
Uncover
once
history.
more. An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo
Okay.
Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations.
Looks like Final Fantasy
in
Tactics.
This epic RPG.
Does.
And they're in love.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
Into gay stuff.
Plus, team
Will
up
and
with more
Gustav.
characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inherited system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
I love when they do that.
Yeah.
Monumental adventures.
They're like, hey, here's a new
await.
game. You can get it now.
Embark
Unless this is
peaceful
Monument Valley
journeys
3,
across
this is
this
just a
series
game
of
that has been
beautiful
available
puzzle
on
games.
pretty much
Wander
every
through
mobile system.
isometric
Sorry,
worlds
mobile system
filled with stunning
on
landscapes
phones
to manipulate,
for a decade.
optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument
These
Valley,
games are
the saga
awesome
of
and
Princess
they're
Ina
great.
and her
Actually,
quest
it's a fun little
outsmarting
mind bending
enigmatic crow people.
game that doesn't require much
Different journey awaits
reading
in
ability.
Monument
So
Valley
it's fun to
2.
watch little kids play
Guide
them and go
Ro
through
in her
them. But
adventure through motherhood
this is
as
old.
she and her child
The
unlock
widescreen view is
secrets of
interesting, but
sacred
the game is
geometry.
really not intended to be
Both
played in
games
widescreen.
contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo.
Okay,
eShop.
well, it's about time, I guess. And
Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3.
well, there you go.
Setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Brought to you
I wonder
by
if that'll be
French
exclusive.
taxpayers.
Mon.
A
Sacré
brand new
bleu.
entry in the
All my tax
Everybody's
money
Golf
has gone to
series is
Sweet Baby
driving
Inc.
onto Nintendo Switch. Aim. Time your button press just.
Are you
It's
a
a golf
weeb
game.
who also
Take your
are you a
shot.
weeb who also likes golf?
How popular is golf in Japan? That's the curiosity
feel-
for me.
I feel like weebery and golf are two verticals that don't really align with each other. That's a Venn diagram that's really small.
Against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Do you want to
In
be the
wacky
ultimate
golf,
golfer but also
Your
be a
shots can get
kawaii
over the
waifu?
holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally.
You can even
or
play
an
as an old
online play.
Japanese man.
And in the DLC, Happy
So
Gilmore.
just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch.
Everybody's
this
golf.
Everybody's
It's for
golf.
everybody.
Mark your calendars, everybody.
Golf there's no longer a barrier to entry for golf. Okay.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15,
Okay, this
including
looks
the
good.
likes of the
That looks
spectacular
cool.
Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine. to
Looks like
take
War
on
of the Gems.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Warriors
that.
combatants to aerial aces. You can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array.
Is
of
this what we're doing now? We're
possibilities.
doing,
And swap between your
16-bit
2 and
smash 'em
2
ups.
anytime.
I mean, I'm here
So.
for it.
I'm all for it.
Tip your
uh,
team's strengths to
I
overwhelm
think
your
Shredder's
foe.
Revenge
Plus,
doing so
up to
well
4
actually like
players
really
can
made an
assemble for
impact on
local or
everybody.
online co-op play.
Oh, what is that? Quasar? What is the name of the one that kind of looks like a Captain Marvel character? Someone in the chat help me out.
Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo
I
Switch
think that's
Tribute. It is
also
it is
for-
literally the same company that did Shredder's Revenge.
That
So
was
yeah.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion,
Oh, is it?
where you'll
Yeah.
battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Did they just toot?
Nope.
two.
No. Oh, is this Tamagotchi Life 2?
These sims
Oh.
are so immersive, you can now break wind.
Well, break dancing.
And breaking stuff. This is their grand finale.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused as to why this is the end as opposed to Metroid Prime 4.
Or the Marvel, at least close with the Marvel thing.
Tamagotchi Life 2 coming sometime next year. Way to sell it, Japan.
It's coming whenever.
Classic Nintendo.
Coming whenever.
What?
Who cares? You're not going to buy it anyway.
Want to talk?
What?
What?
Glad that was only a dream.
What are you doing?
That was
You have a
What are you
stalker in the
doing?
game?
Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
I saw somebody tweet yesterday. Everyone who responds gets a copy of Tamagotchi Life 2.
What kinds of interactions do you think they'll
They are.
have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
No, they tweeted it yesterday on the idea that there's no way Nintendo would do
Thank you
Tamagotchi
for
Life
watching
2.
today's
But here we
Nintendo
are.
Direct
I kind of
Yeah.
thought Metopia replaced the idea of Tamagotchi Life.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Oh, okay. So that was a
Mr.
fake out.
Miyamoto to introduce it.
And it's
Oh,
Miyamoto?
they're bringing out Miyamoto.
All right.
for this.
I'm turning up the volume even though he doesn't speak English.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you.
There it is.
And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations But we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content
this is
about
already on the
Nintendo
store.
games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Oh.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
It's not on iOS yet.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Wait. Okay, so if you're going to be able to get daily news on the Switch 2 after the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, does that mean that they're not giving you all the news at the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2?
I think, which is funny since there's so many things in a Nintendo Direct that is like, why are you taking the time to announce this? Like that there's a Tamagotchi Life subtitle sequel coming out next year sometime. Who knows when? But okay, so like the Nintendo Music app that came out of the blue, right? And I know a lot of people who actually love the Nintendo Music app because
I use it.
Yeah, they added the Tetris music. I got the notification for that yesterday. Now, that being said, I don't know who exactly is trying to listen to that to relax, but to each their own. Now, if they did like a lo-fi version of that song, which is like literally just a Russian folk song,
I want a smooth jazz and metal versions of the Tetris theme. I'm sure they exist.
Yeah, I was at a concert one time, and Ozma started playing a heavy metal version of the Tetris theme. It was awesome. Anyhow, Nintendo doing their own thing. I bet there's going to be a bunch of stuff in there that's kind of indescribable. The fact that Miyamoto did a bunch of Pikmin shorts, that comes to mind. For instance, like I think they said that they were going to do Pikmin comics on there. There's so many things that Nintendo does that they'll just add a little value here and there, as opposed to something that they want to waste a Nintendo Direct on. Although I think doing a Nintendo Direct is still a great way to get the word out there. I love how at the end of these are always, Nintendo's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4, I think that's probably the only thing on here that I'm like, definitely picking that up day one. No Donkey Kong
might
news.
get that. I might get that Saga Frontier 2. I'm shocked we didn't get an Epic Universe thing.
Yeah, it's a fair
a little
point.
preview of it. I thought for sure we were going to get that.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if there is another one before May 22nd. And Miyamoto has been at every single opening event for a Super Nintendo World. So, he's probably going to be at the May 22nd opening, which would be amazing. Miyamoto will forever be Pikmin's biggest fan. That is false.
Nolan Thunder.
Or perhaps me. Nolan Thunder says lo-fi with Jonas.
Absolutely. You know who hates Pikmin, who just learned of Pikmin's existence and is creeped out by it. We learned this last week on Toonie Talk TV is Lauren Connor.
Lauren Connor doesn't.
He had no idea. He had no idea what it was, and Nolan brought it up, and we showed him what Pikmin were, and he was aghast that they exist.
He hasn't played it yet. I'm not going to hold this against him until you've played it on the Wii U specifically. Pikmin 3 on the Wii U might be the reason that the Wii U exists, because it's a game about managing resources, really, when it comes down to it, and that it's just right up my alley. I love playing that game. I love sending the Pikmin in different orders to try to go do different things and splitting up squads and all of that. It is the ultimate resource management game, and unless the Switch 2 allows you to do multiple screens, like projecting something on the screen and then having it be different than what is on your gamepad, I feel we've lost the ultimate version of Pikmin, but you know, to each their own. I could gush about Pikmin forever. I love that game. Absolutely love
Feels like you have been.
So yeah, another disappointment here for Nintendo Direct. No Pikmin, and also another Metroid Prime 4 is coming. I feel like this means that they're going to release it on Switch and Switch 2 though. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we send everybody over to Culture Casino?
No, other than musing about Captain N made me remember what was it? Video Power?
Nintendo Power Magazine?
No, remember there was like an arcade show called Video Power. There was just a syndication, but then they had their own version of Captain N. I think it was like the Game Squad or something like that. You could be the guy from Arch Rivals, the guy from the Arch Rivals, Wizards and Warriors, Narc, and some weird Cork, something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it's musing about it made me think of that.
I remember being a kid and seeing, like, I think there were maybe 4 total game shows that incorporated arcade games and Nintendo into everything. By the way, Culture is about to get started in about 15 seconds here. I loved those when I was growing up because I didn't have any access to video games. I don't know if kids grow up being like, I'm not having video games like within
Greetings and good
arm's
beautiful
reach
people.
every single time they wake up. Like, my kids have more games than they could ever play. And I remember literally trading NES cartridges with people because I had no chance of actually getting another one. I don't know. I feel like we've come way past that as a society. Like, games are everywhere. And now it just solidifies that Nintendo was awesome all along.
It's off to the HCast.
Yes, it
your
does.
favorite afternoon, evening.
A virtual game card thing is a very Nintendo way of accommodating households with multiple Switches, but only 2. We're gonna have to figure this out. I think I'm gonna have to have 2 Switches that are virtual game card Switches and 1 that is only physical cartridges. I don't know how we're gonna work this out with more than 2 Switches. So it's classic Nintendo to almost solve
what's going on
the problem.
Good to see you.
All right, guys, go check out Tooneytown Wrestling and Tooneytown TV. You will find both of these gentlemen on both of those channels. And
see you tonight on Tooney Talk TV.
Awesome. And as we always say at the end of streams here, get your game on.
Nintendo Direct. There's review.